No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com where the world plays poker.
This is the game that everyone's talking about and everyone's playing. You don't want to miss out on the poker phenomenon that's taking the world by storm. And tonight, some of the biggest names in the game are playing for a piece of a $500,000 prize pool. We're into our third heat of the PartyPoker.com World Open and things are hotting up. Last week we saw a great performance by the man with the mouth, Tony G. He dispatched of Roy the Boy Brindley and Barry Hearn and looks like a strong favourite to go all the way. Tonight 6 more pros, including one of the biggest names in Swedish poker and the recent European Open champion, will be hoping to pick up the pocket rockets and flop the nuts. Let's join our commentary team, Jessie May and Kenna James.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jessie May, joined by the cowboy Kenna James. Kenna, last week, Tony G, textbook way to run over a table.
Well, you know, that's what Tony G does. I mean, he is a steamroller, and certainly last week he proved true to form as the deck helped him out, but I don't know that he needed much, Jessie. That's usually how he takes control of a table, and you saw it in action last week.
It might not be so easy tonight. Let's see who's playing and where they're sitting.
I'm Dominic Crawford. I've been playing poker since about 16 months, 95% of it on the internet. Everything's possible. I mean, I might be the first one out in the third hand. That might happen. I might win the heat.
My name's David Finney. I've played this game for the last 30 years, all my life, from its inception, really. I like winning. You know, everybody likes that bit, but that's only part of it, you know. You got to like the game as well.
I'm Tony Nichols from Nottingham, England. I've been playing poker for about 2 years.
My name's Ian Fraser. UK, I won that. European, I won that. This one's called the World, I think, isn't it? Natural progression.
My name is Ken Leonard. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. I'm 35 years old, been a pro for 10 years. I'm very experienced, very versatile, and I'm a good reader and I'm a good actor.
My name's Joe McGill. I'm from Ballymena, Northern Ireland. I play poker on a very regular basis. I've qualified for some big competitions, the World Series of Poker, Victor Chandler Cup.
Very tough lineup. A lot of eyes will be on the Swede, Ken Leonard. Swedes so tough in poker.
Oh, the Swedes, it's like they invented poker. That's how tough they are, and Ken Leonard is no exception. I've been playing poker with this gentleman since 1997, and let me tell you, he is one shrewd competitor and one that I would not want to see across the table.
But the man in form who's won 2 back-to-back televised tournaments, Ian Fraser, how big is form?
Well, you know, I mean, he's going to be a formidable opponent because he's very comfortable. He's going to have a lot of confidence. And the other competitors at the table, you know, not a lot of experience, but they may be short on experience, but they're long on cash. They've won some money playing poker, so it should be an interesting, challenging match tonight.
Everyone in with a shouter's chance. Let's get over to the table and check out the action. McGill in the big blind. Cofort,
whose nickname is Corn. You gotta like a guy who has a nickname, Corn.
Sounds like he's either a boxer or I guess a poker player.
Yeah.
Paul?
Maybe a farmer.
Corn, is that a fruit? No, I mean a vegetable. A fruit. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Look at this.
What?
John McGill raising from the big blind with a 3 high.
This is incredible. You know, he must be a real situational player. Here I am talking about fruits and vegetables, and John McGill is out there raising with the 3 deuce. I thought I was confused. He's really bewildered.
You know, he might think we're playing low ball.
That's great, Jesse.
Well, McGill is an Irish player, and he certainly has his own tune here.
So make sense of that. Fold the ace-jack, play the 3-deuce. That is, he's got a reverse strategy there.
It's going to be tough putting him on cards. I mean,
you know, and I am a believer. If you do the opposite of what you think you should be doing, you'll be closer to the truth. But that might be stretching it a bit.
Pass.
Finney playing pretty tight, folding the ace.
Fold.
Looks like these players do not want to play. Whoever steps out and takes charge here is going to gain an early advantage. Somebody needs to step up to the plate.
Pass.
Option here on Cofer.
4-5 of hearts, suited connectors, even though they're low.
Yeah, it seems like McGill could have afforded 1,000 there, huh?
Right. So we got Korn against Nichols.
And it's a corny flop.
Check.
Oh, look at this. Tony Nichols has flopped the nuts.
Check.
He sure has. And Korn has flopped top pair.
And I think Dominic may have been trying to check raise on the flop, but
he could be in trouble here. This jack may save him because an overcard has come to the board now. So when he gets some heat, he should be able to get away from this hand now that he has second pair.
I mean, you are an advocate,
Cool.
Kenna, of not slow playing hands when you flop a big one.
No,
and Nichols is slow playing this one so much.
Yeah, he's going backwards.
Well, I mean, he just may not get maximum value out of it.
He's certainly not. That's a great point, Jesse, because now any 9 makes a straight. I don't see Dominic putting in another chip in this pot. You know,
Check.
he's going to have to make such a small value bet to get any money.
4,000.
4,000 is a pretty small bet. It's going to cause Dominic to think about it. Let's see what he does.
Call.
Bet and call. Tony Nichols flopped the nuts, played it so slow. He was able to reel a little money in, but think of what could have been.
Right. If he had bet that flop, okay, and Dominic had flopped top pair, this is why I'm not an advocate of slow playing, because you never know what your opponent's going to do. You have to give your opponents an opportunity to bluff.
You'll need to know what beats what in poker, so let's check out the ranking of hands in Texas Hold'em.
Every 5-card poker hand falls in the official ranking of poker hands. At the bottom, high card only. Higher than that is 1 pair. 2 pair is higher still, and then 3 of a kind, sometimes called a set. A straight is 5 cards in a row of any suits. Aces play high or low in straights, and a flush is 5 cards of the same suit in any order. A full house is 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind is what it says, and a straight flush is what you're looking for. That's 5 cards in a row, all the same suit. Tap yourself on the back if you get a royal flush. That's a straight flush, ace high. This is one man who bluffs a lot, Fraser, but right now it's McGill.
McGill now with pocket queens.
He's a tricky guy.
He is. Now he's just called. I'm confused. I got to tell you, I'm seeing the hands and I'm confused. This man has more curves than a chorus girl.
Well, he has trapped Cofert here. It's a raise of 7,000.
Cool.
And he hasn't quite trapped him yet, Jesse, because if a 4 comes on the flop, he could lose all his chips.
Yeah, are you surprised McGill didn't re-raise on the flop, before the flop, I mean?
Yes, yes, I am.
What if an ace or king comes?
Okay, check T7.
Oh, my! Look at this flop. It's set over set.
Wow. Now he's going to look like a genius slow playing this hand. Now, here we are. Cofert betting his trips right out. I like this play.
Yeah.
I mean, evidently, you know, we have the benefit of seeing the cards, and we know the trouble that he's in for.
McGill doing his best to look confused. He looks like he's looking for his car keys.
Yeah, we should get a good acting job here. A Royal Shakespeare acting job.
McGill's checked in the blind.
Yep.
And basically Cofert's drawing dead to a